Funny story. I didn't mean to make a video about this, but this is me being curious rather than actually doing some kind of, big theory if you want to say that. So I was checking out a Pokemon episode from Pokemon TV on YouTube, and then I actually get recommended a clip where Sparky was talking with Bluey and Bingo from Tradies, and that gave me the inspiration, after maybe a couple rewatches, to actually think about this. This isn't really spoilers for the episode, because I'm only talking about one kind of minor scene, so yeah. So, it's when Bluey and Bingo actually eat ice cream with Sparky and they start talking to him. Bluey does mention that the Mrs., aka Sparky's wife, actually won't let him eat any pies, to which Sparky clarifies that's actually his wife, Jules. Then I would say no more than maybe 10 seconds after this transition, we actually get a mention that Sparky's kids actually used to spy like this as well. And honestly, those are the only two pieces of Sparky's family we can actually get. Apparently he has an unnamed cousin. Yeah, I actually went to the Bluey wiki to actually help me out here. So we know that Sparky is married and does have at least 2 children, and we know that he does have a cousin. But this is where we start asking questions. How good is Sparky as a dad? Was he actually a good husband? Does he actually care about his family? Well, of course, we can all literally just say yes, because there aren't really any actual bad parents in the show. Chris is only close since she's more neutral than anything else. But I've talked about her enough. From this one episode only, we do know he definitely is a hard worker who wants to get the job on the fish pond done, while Chippy, on the other hand, sometimes just likes to go on his phone. Other than getting annoyed by Chippy sometimes, we never see Sparky being annoyed or mad or anything like that. This could mean a few things. He was raised into a good man, actually has fun with his job. He's trying to find some way to actually enjoy his job despite it being stressful. Or all of the above. Even when Bingo at the beginning of the episode was actually barking at him, he just simply chuckled and moved on. The only thing that's more questionable about him is that he's unsure whether or not a thing can be done on time, but we don't blame him for that. Work can definitely be stressful, and things can change literally every single second. It could be something minor like you needed to stay a bit later, or actually having to cover for someone on your whole day off. Yeah, we don't blame you. By the way, I just want to point this out real quick. When Bluey does mention that Jules doesn't want Sparky to eat any more pie, you can tell that it just sounds like she's concerned for his health than anything else. I mean, hey, before he even ate the ice cream, he actually took a bite of an apple. Now, this is just me making a guess here, but this is definitely the case of him having a supportive wife. And Sparky seems accepting of the diet. You know, there might even be a chance that she's just trying to have a diet too. By the way, we don't even know how old Sparky is. From the look of his design and from the tone of his voice, he might be in his early 40s, but that's as far as I'm gonna go. Jules is probably maybe a year or two older, or a year or two behind, or maybe the same age, I have no idea. As for his children, we could probably assume for the 1 or 2 kids he actually does have, they're probably Bluey and Bingo's age. One is probably nearly 6 years old, and the other is at least 4 or 5. So, no kidding, I don't know what else to bring up. Everything I just mentioned is all that we can actually find for the moment, and until he gets a new episode, or unless we get some new detail that's actually official, this is all that we have for now. So just to recap, Sparky does have a wife named Jules, and we can at least assume he has 1 to 2 children, and he does have a cousin. That's all the info I got. I'm sure someone else could probably do this better than me, but I don't know, I just kind of felt like talking about Sparky for a couple minutes. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see y'all later with what we do next time, and that'll be all for now.